Hey, it's Brian from Wanderlust with Melissa and Brian, and it's day 4 of our 4-day cruise here on Utopia of the Seas. It's the last full day. It's a sea day. It'll take us back from Haiti, or from Labadee, Haiti, back to Port Canaveral. We've really enjoyed this ship, and I think we're going to spend the day really just exploring and places we haven't been and going back to the places we left.
Okay. All right, we have made it to Central Park. I think this is like the heart of the ship, and it is one of my favorite places. I love this area. This is my new friend. This is the Lucky Hippo. If you come to Utopia of the Seas and you come to the Hippo in Central Park, give him a little pet right there. Not just for luck, but just because he's a good guy. And then you can say, hey, you can reach out and let us know that you came and found the hippo. Now we're headed to Izumi and have some sushi. Let's go. All right, so we're headed on to Izumi. This is Izumi in the park. And we may come here after lunch and have bubble waffles. They have bubble waffles, and I'm really looking forward to that. It's a little to-go area. I mean, a little window where you can just go, and they've got some sushi and the bubble waffles. We'll check that out after we eat sushi. Once. Then we eat sushi again from a to-go. I don't know. We are inside of Izumi Sushi and Hibachi. There's a sushi side and a hibachi side. We have reservations for the sushi side. Sushi side. Say that 3 times fast. Sushi, sushi, sushi. Let's eat some sushi. All right, we are seated. She asked me if we wanted a sushi bar or inside or outside, and it's such a beautiful day. We are sitting out here in Central Park with a beautiful view. It's sunny, it's warm, and I'm excited. Let's check out the menu.
So it looks like Izumi Sushi is going to be an a la carte, which is great because we're not super hungry, so we can just order a little bit and pay for just a little bit. But there's so many items on the menu that look delicious. In addition to the a la carte pricing, they do have like a fixed price, and it's where for $40 a person, you can choose a small plate, 2 large plates, and a dessert. That's kind of cool. That would be great for for 2 people to split. So for $40, 2 large plates, an appetizer, basically a small plate, and then a dessert. Not bad. Our waiter did clarify that if you order the fixed price and then order a sushi roll, that with the fixed price sushi, it's 4 pieces instead of if you order it just a la carte, you get 8 pieces per order, which kind of makes sense, I suppose. But just something to keep in mind if you're really hungry and you want sushi, maybe the a la carte option may be a better choice than the fixed price. Again, the fixed price was about $40, but it includes 1 small plate and 2 large plates, and under the large plates are some of the cooked rolls, for example. Oh, and a dessert is included in the fixed price.
I just whispered that. You totally heard that on camera.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well. Okay, honey. Halfway through the meal, we got to change seats because I'm getting a little bit of sun over here. So to even it out, we'll switch seats, and then we'll get it both sides.
Even it out. Sounds
even
good.
It out.
So, of course, we're here at Izumi, but we just left the Mason Jar, and I love that venue. The band is fantastic, and they specialize in bourbons. I mean, it's on the 15th floor, great views, just a great atmosphere. I think my only gripe is that there's only 50 seats in there, so if you want to hear the band and get a good seat, you better show up early.
So while we were standing there at the bar in Mason Jar, we talked about the situation with not quite enough seats, and Herbert, one of the amazing bartenders there, said, "Oh, got any good news for you. Allure of the Seas is headed to Europe for a refurbishment, amplification, and one of the things they're going to be adding is the Mason Jar to that ship, and with a whole lot, double the seating or way more seating in there, because the music is fantastic, the atmosphere is great, and the food is wonderful." So we were excited to hear that. I don't know if it's been announced yet, but I felt like that was a little insider tip we got, and we thought we would share that with you. So look for Lure of the Seas having Mason Jar added to it. I hope they add it on more ships. So Brian ordered the firecracker shrimp spring rolls right there, and these are the gyoza. So our waiter is fantastic. We didn't order these, but he said, "Hush, hush, I'm going to bring you one of my favorites, but don't tell anybody." So it was kind of a little extra from him, so I really appreciate that. But shh. Oh, those pork gyozas are delicious. Oh, They're soft, and you tell they're freshly cooked, and the meat in the middle is nice and tender, delicious. I love a good gyoza.
Look at this. This is the dynamite roll. Just beautiful. Well, look at this one. Oh my gosh. I think he said this was the futomaki. Just has got all kinds of seafood in it, and it's enormous. Look at the size of this thing. And the crab meat. Oh, wow.
I'm ready. Ooh, it's All Hallows Eve, and we are ready to go trick-or-treating. So we have a big bag of candy. We're going down to Central Park, and we're going to have a little trick-or-treating session with a bunch of kiddos coming to trick-or-treat. So it's going to be fun. Looking forward to it.
This was organized, I think, through the Facebook group. They're going to have, looks like well over 100 people giving out candy, and hopefully kids there. There's a ton of kids on board. So we brought, I don't know what, 20 pounds worth of candy or so.
Yeah. My suitcase is going to be a lot lighter going home.
Let's hope so. All right, let's go. So I'm loving this. We having the opportunity to hand out candy right here to kids on board.
It was fun.
I'm so glad we got a chance to do the trick-or-treating here on the ship. Obviously, we're not home, so we missed out on all our trick-or-treaters there. So getting a chance to do it here, I think it was a lot of fun. There's so many kids. We gave away, it must have been 20 pounds of candy. And so many creative costumes, not just the kids, but also the adults, the parents. It was a lot of fun and a great thing to have put together here on the ship.
So like Brian said, trick-or-treating was so fun. The kids were so cute, and I thought we were going to have candy to take home, but we didn't. I'm so glad we did. We passed out every single piece. I had to slow up on how much I was giving. So if you have an opportunity to do Halloween on a cruise ship, make sure you do it. It's so much fun. And make sure you do the Facebook roll call groups. That's where this was organized by passengers, not as part of the ship. They had, the ship has lots of activities, but this was organized just by people that were cruising. So now we have made it to the Solarium Bistro. Of course, it's in the solarium, and this is something I did reserve as the dining option, but there's no cost to it, but I still was able to reserve it. And it's kind of an upscale extension of the buffet. So you're seated, but then there's the buffet in here, but it's still a little more elevated than, say, like the Windjammer.
All right, so what did you think of our dinner in Solarium Bistro?
So this was nice. We've had a big lunch, and we had some breakfast, and so I'm just not starving. So it was perfect. There was with the buffet and the small plates was perfect, like for me not feeling like I had to eat, an appetizer and an entree and a dessert. I can just kind of pick and choose what I wanted, like a small salad, some hummus and pita bread, and some just little small plates, and that was plenty for what I needed. And if you wanted more, there's other options, but I really enjoyed this meal. I mean, it was kind of casual upscale, if that makes any sense at all. Upscale casual, relaxed, but still in a beautiful setting. I don't know. Brian got just some salmon and some other heavier entrees than I did, but I just think it had something for anybody here. And again, it didn't cost anything. We made reservations, and there's plenty of seating, but I didn't feel obligated to overindulge, because that's what I'm doing for this whole cruise, because there's so much food to try.
All right, it's the last night. Our suitcases are in the hall. This has been a lot of fun. It's been a great cruise. We've really enjoyed it.
We've tricked, we've treated, we've tasted it, we've sipped it. We have found most every nook and cranny. There may be a couple we hadn't found, but for the most part, we've seen them all, we've done it all, and we have loved every minute of it. We will be back on this ship, and I can't wait to see where we travel next.
I hope you join us when we do. That's where we're picking up. Go.
I'm Melissa.
Oh my God, we're starting over?
No, we're going to end it like this.
Oh my God.
I'm creating a shtick.
A shtick. Go.
I'm Melissa.
I'm Brian.
We are Wanderlust with Melissa and Brian. Go seize the day. Mwah.